Functions and calculations can be a huge time saver, especially when I learn how to reuse them and recycle them and fill them in. So here I want to calculate a change in scores. So they scored 94 here and they scored 91 there. So I want to see the difference in scores and how much they've changed. So by the end of the year, how much better were they than at the start of the year, or worse in bad case scenario. So the calculation I want is I want to be able to do the value at the end of the year, take away this value. So 94, take away 91. Now there's no point in me writing in equals 94 take away 91, because by doing that I'm just using the spreadsheet as a calculator, and if I change any of these values nothing happens to it. By using a function it's a little bit more powerful. So I'm going to do equals, and then I want to do G2 take away F2. So rather than putting the values in, I'm putting the cell reference in. So I could type them out, so I could say G2, or I could click on them. So I do G2 take away F2. So there's two ways of doing it. I could type it out or just click on them. Now if I hit enter, that calculates my value being 3. So the score is increased by 3. I can check that I'm right by quickly doing it in my head. 94 take away 91, that is 3. So it's plus 3, progress of 3. Now, because this is a function and it's calculating G2 take away F2 rather than 94 take away 91, if one of these scores changed, let's say I'd made an error, actually they got 99 in that test, this updates automatically, which makes it a lot more useful than just putting in a calculation and using the computer as a calculator. Now, for the next row down, for Anakin, I need to do the same calculation, but it will be G3 take away F3, and so on. Now, I could do that, but it would take me a while, and if my page went on and on and on, it would be even trickier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my formula in the top row. I've got my function, I'm happy with it, and if I go to the bottom corner, there is a slightly bulkier corner. If I click on that one and hold down, I can then drag down this formula and it fills in the rest of the cells, but it adapts automatically. So in this one, it's made it into G3 take away F3. In the next row, it's made it into G4 take away F4 because it's picked up what I want to do and has adjusted automatically. So I've now got, for all of these, end of year test, take away, start of the year test. So poor old Count Dooku is on minus 55, which is a bit of a worry. So I'd maybe question if that's an anomalous data or if he's been unconscious during the test. And I've now got some results. Now, if I find out that that was actually an error and actually that was meant to be 79 and someone's mistyped it, putting it in, my formula updates and my result update automatically. I can't actually see the calculation, but I can see the result of the calculation. If you ever do want to see the actual calculations, just go up into View, and if you go into Show Formula, you can actually see what the calculations are. So instead of returning the value, it just shows you what the actual calculation is in that box. Because like we said before, this box is not 8. This box is that value subtracted by that value, with that value subtracted from it. So it is dynamic and it can change. Just remember always to change that one back because it's kind of useless like that one. So there we go. That is how dragging your formulas out can help and save time. For example, again, you can go long ways. You can go down the page or you can go across. So if I want to go for average of these cells, so it's automatically fill it in for me. This has given me the function of the average of the test score then. It's worked out as 59.75. If I drag across, it will work out the average of the G column. So this is the average of the F column. If I drag it across, it'll give me average of the G column. And if I keep dragging, it'll give me the average of the change. See, this is change it to H2 to H9 because that's the column it needs to be in. So the dragging from the corner is a really good way of making sure your formulas work and they update and they adapt to the column that they are in. Huge time saver.